This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. You know when you're really stressed or not feeling so great about your life or about yourself? Talking to someone who understands can really help. But who is that person? How do you find them? Where do you even start? Talkspace. Talkspace makes it easy to get the support you need. With Talkspace, you can go online, answer a few questions about your preferences, and be matched with a therapist. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule, wherever you feel most at ease. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or if you want some counseling for you and your partner, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance? No problem. Now get $80 off of your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
Hey guys, Brad Gilmore here. Want to give a big shout out to our title sponsor, Walker Texas Lawyer. If you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, whether that be a car, truck, motorcycle accident, or some kind of other issue, hit up Walker Texas Lawyer at 713-552-1117 or walkertexaslawyer.com.
Oh, Brad, what have you done now?
Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Matthew McConaughey.
Brad Gilmore.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The legendary Mr. Christopher Lloyd. Christopher, how we doing?
I'm doing good. Great introduction.
Jessica Alba and Lizzie Mathis. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Kevin Costner joins us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
Kelly Ripa.
Brad, thank you for having me.
Comedy.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
Chris Tucker is in the building. Chris Tucker, good morning to you.
Hey, Brad. Good morning to you. How are you?
George Lopez joins us right now. George, how are you doing, sir?
Good morning.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What looking to talk, give me funny lad.
Meghan Trainor.
Thank you so much, Brad. You're awesome.
Chloe Bailey joins us. I appreciate the time.
Appreciate you.
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat.
Brad Gilmore!
And joining me on the show right now, I'm so excited to be talking to him. You can see him in Captain America: Brave New World, reprising his role as Isaiah Bradley from The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It is the one and only Mr. Carl Lumbly joins us this morning. Carl, how are you, sir?
I'm doing very well, Brad. I'm quite excited about the success of the film and happy to be here.
Well, look, $100 million opening. Can't be mad at that. The audiences love this film. I'm a member of the Critics' Choice Association myself. I loved this movie. I thought you were fantastic in it. You and Anthony Mackie and Danny had such a great chemistry. So what has been the reaction that you felt from the people on this movie?
We've all been very, very tickled by it. And, you know, one of the things that happens is because you don't get to see your performance as it's happening, it's in the movie that you get to appreciate not only what you did, but what everyone else did around you and how it all contributes to that film making sense. I have to rate our director, Julius, who put us together and mixed us up. So I think, you know, chemistry, I'm not sure if chemistry is grown or chemistry just happens, but I know that whatever was going on between us was happening between us as actors, and that's what gets translated to our roles.
You know what is great, too, is, you know, even if you hadn't seen The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and you're coming into Brave New World without having seen the series, which obviously it makes it better if you have seen the movie, the show before the movie. But I still feel like what the scene with you and Anthony Mackie in the gym, just in that scene alone, you can understand the history between these two men. You feel the relationship. You feel what's gone on even off screen in the time between the series and the movie. I thought y'all did that so well.
Oh, thank you so much. I mean, it's easy to do it when it's genuine. I mean, I love Anthony Mackie. I think I do. I think the world of him, and we've worked together before, and in many ways, I know that when he learned that I had gotten the role, he was very enthusiastic and kind of welcomed me into the fold. And I appreciate this work that I get to do because of the connection I get to make to the people I work with, and then the connection we get to make to an audience. I think this is a time of connection, and it's vitally important, and I'm happy that this film has something to do with that.
Well, yeah, the movie itself is connecting with audiences. Like we said, audiences really love this movie. The big opening, #1. It's probably going to be #1 again for a couple weeks going here, because it's to me is a movie that is so rewatchable. It's got a great rewatchability to it, and like you said, it says something to the people. It talks about belief in yourself, and also Anthony Mackie's character being wise and learning from the mistakes of what Isaiah Bradley may have gone through, or not even the mistakes, but the trauma that he went through at a different time, and listening to your elders is also kind of a message in this movie.
I think it is, and I think it's also about the generation who Isaiah's generation, and what he can learn from people who are encountering a world that he's not familiar with. I mean, literally, he is back in the world in a way that he wouldn't have been if it hadn't been for Sam Wilson's Falcon. And now, as Sam Wilson is Captain America, I think the idea of being inspired by someone younger than you is very important as well. That it's the difference between clinging to a past you think you understand, and opening yourself to a present that is existing right now that needs your presence and needs your attention. Sam Wilson, his background is social work, and so Captain America, with a primary desire to see people work together, is, I think, a large part of what this what the message is for me when I watch the film. And I guess the beautiful thing about a Marvel film is everyone gets to take their own movie away from the theater. So I say rewatch it, get 3, 4, 5 different movies.
You probably will. You actually probably will. You're not wrong in that, Carl. Just to kind of even the last scene of the movie with Anthony Mackie and Danny Ramirez, when their characters are talking, and Danny's talking about the representation in Miami,
yes,
being from Miami, not seeing that. What a beautiful moment of really kind of, again, putting a spotlight on one of the many themes of this movie. And what I also wanted to ask you is just the vibe on the set. It seemed like y'all had fun making this movie. I know the movie went through some script changes or what have you, and there was some shifting of maybe the story a little bit here and there, but it just seemed like a fun movie to make. Did you enjoy, I know you had the series before, but this is the film. Did you enjoy kind of being on a Marvel set with so many different moving parts?
I loved it. Now, one of the things that you learn is how to stay out of the way when you're not needed, because you know that other people have things that they're doing. But overall, I would just say it was very exciting. I'm not prone to excitement. I try to be careful, but I was quite excited, and I think the part of what also excited me about it was the idea that there are so many superheroes in the world who we don't know of the heroic things they do. I'm not talking about firefighters or police officers or people who are in the military. I'm talking about nurses and doctors and teachers and store clerks and bellhops and the people who get our luggage, the TSA. Everyone can be super heroic in their own little Marvel world. And I think there is something about this film that encourages people to do that, and that's of value. I like the idea that there's entertainment, excitement, and all of the things that you want in a film, but I also love the idea that there's value in this film, and it speaks to values that we can all pick up and run with, even if we can't fly.
And you know what? You're so right, because I think that was a part of Sam Wilson's journey that we go through, and kind of, as we said before, learning from what Isaiah Bradley went through as the first super soldier, and learning, hey, I don't need that serum. I'm actually good as I am. I can be heroic. I can be more than, without needing anything extra other than just belief in myself. And it's just a beautiful message that comes across in the movie. Let me ask you this though, because Isaiah Bradley has 2 decades plus of comic book lore behind him. Was that something that you wanted to jump into and really know the character on a deeper level? Or do you like to see, hey, look, I want to see what's on the page, and then I'll explore from the page. I don't need to go too much into the comic book realm to really understand Isaiah?
No. I think I approached this like a free diver. I just wanted to go as deep as possible, and with my own lung power, because I'm not a comic book aficionado. I didn't have any other points of reference. My air supply was that 7-part series, Truth, where Isaiah's story was told, and I clung to that, breathed that in, and then I went down. Yeah, and it's fun. I like to research anyway, but this universe, this Marvel universe, you have to pick your spots, because there's a lot going on. I mean, half the world was gone and then came back. There's
a lot happening. There's a lot that can happen.
Oh boy, and vibranium, and I mean, it's exciting, because I think it's a metaphor for the world we live in. There's so much going on, and there's so much that's potentially beautiful, exciting, and connecting, and there's so many challenges to that. So I think it speaks to a way to engage and be engaged in the world.
Well, the movie was fantastic. Like I said, I can't recommend it enough. Captain America: Brave New World. Make sure you go see it. And Carl, thank you so much for joining us. I really enjoyed the conversation.
My pleasure. You have a great day, and go see it again.
Go see it again. We're going to see it again. Thank you so much, Carl.
Okay.